I've been hesitating making this video, but I think it's an important one to share, especially if you're in the job market right now, because I went through an interview process last year where my presentation got stolen by the company. If you have done a job interview in the last year or so, it is very likely that you've been asked to reach a presentation stage where the company gives you a prompt, you create a presentation based off of that prompt, and then you present it back to a leadership team or a panel to judge you on that presentation to make sure you have executive skills, that you can communicate, that you can create a deck, the whole thing. For one of these tech startups that I was interviewing for, I will not name them, although they still haunt me sometimes. But I went through, I had my normal hiring screen conversation. We go through the process, I get the prompt, I create the presentation. And the presentation prompt, because it was for a more like leadership level role, was very strategic, very much long-term planning. So I put together this presentation. It took me forever. I presented it to a group of leaders, and they thought it was so great that they said that I should present it to the CEO. And the CEO was not on my hiring panel in any sort of way. So I took it as a good sign that I get to present to one of the founders. That's great. Do the presentation for the CEO. He asked a ton of follow-up questions, really tactical questions on how I would implement, what roles I would need to support this, just things I thought were regular at the time. But now that I think about it, I'm like, okay, it wasn't an interview, it was a free consulting session. So anyways, I walked out of that interview thinking everything's great. Like I'm going to get an offer. I get a text from one of the recruiters and they were like, you crushed it. You're going to get your offer on Monday. Don't worry. Everything is great. So-and-so loved you, the whole thing. 2 weeks go by. I check in and I say, hey, what's going on? We're all like pedal to the metal. Everything was so fast and now we're slowing down. They ghost me. They don't answer any emails. They don't answer any texts. They accidentally CC'd me on my presentation going out to the leadership team that said, this is our 2025 at that point strategy, but they left me on the email thread. Fast forward 6 months, I go back and I check their website. A part of my strategy was updating their website in a very specific way. You go look at it, it is updated with the strategy that I presented to them in my interview. So if you're interviewing, just be careful, because there are companies out here that will full-blown put you through a process for a job that doesn't exist and use you as a consultant, and it's not nice.